There was a point in time where everything was just kind of gray. I never really paid attention to the things around me. I would just look at something and make the smallest mental note about it before moving on. That is, if I thought of it worth noting. However, even then I didn't know how I decided what was worth noting myself. I just kind of went with it. That's gotten me this far, at least. That was until I took a course on visual rhetoric, COM 270. I didn't really like that course. It was a great course, don't get me wrong. It's just that the professor seemed to be really passionate about visual rhetoric. So much so that when he would talk about a theory or tool, it made me feel really dumb. Like I had never noticed simple things that he notices every day. I will say though that I do now see things with a little more curiosity. Like this library, for example. This style of architecture is called colonial. It has classical things like marble columns, some Greek urns on the roof, and big arched windows, but those are on the sides and on the back. It also has a cupola on the roof with a golden top. I don't think they need it though. There's no bell in there or a guy looking out from it, and I don't think it's lighting the inside of the library. I think they put that there just because it kind of makes the library reach for the heavens, sort of, using the knowledge found in the library books to go higher. Also, the gold on the top gives it a sort of rich royal status, like a king's golden crown on the top of his head. Or like this stop sign. Whoever designed this was smart. This design hasn't changed at all, except for the ones on the Chick-fil-A parking lot. The redness of the sign works really well. Red is the longest wavelength on the visible light spectrum, and it makes it pop out against everything else. Also, the typeface of the word stop makes it feel very important, like a crossing guard screaming at you because you didn't look both ways. There are also things in my room that have begun to stick out more. Like this box of No Chill Sugar Cookie Pop-Tarts. It's a limited edition flavor. Usually the sugar cookie flavor is only sold during the winter because everyone likes cookies during the winter. But people like cookies during the spring too, so they started selling the flavor in the spring. That's why they have Christmas lights, a snowman, and a penguin all on the beach. Lights wrapped around a tree typically symbolize Christmas. A snowman typically symbolizes snowy weather, and the penguin typically symbolizes the Arctic, or wherever it is cold enough for a penguin to slide on his belly on top of a big block of ice. But now they're all on the beach with palm trees and pool floats and flamingo shirts, all of it symbolizing a warmer setting. This is an example of Asa Berger's displace code, because it took a group of signs that represent the cold winter season and put them in a warmer season. Just like how they took the sugar cookie Pop-Tarts that are only sold in the winter and began selling them in the spring. I'm glad that they did too, because none of the stores that I went to last winter had those Pop-Tarts, and I was afraid that I missed out. My books also look different now. Like this book, Revolt Against the Modern World by Julius Evola. This book was written during Italy's Futurism artistic era, and the cover reflects that. These typefaces are reminiscent of typefaces used during that period, and with all the letters being tall and thin and capitalized. The painting on the cover also uses power shapes and light as a metaphor. The book is about pre-modern societies using a caste system like a big pyramid. The big triangle, like a pyramid, is a power shape. It is pointing to the heavens, like a cupola on the library. The king is at the top of the pyramid, and the big light at the top symbolizes the power of the king. The book also emphasizes the connection that the system has with heaven, and there is a big light bridge that shoots up from the pyramid and connects the two together. It is a very interesting book, and being able to analyze the cover makes it even more interesting. Overall, while I did feel dumb during the class, I do think it is kind of fun seeing all these different things and how they're designed so intentionally. And I wouldn't have been able to have this site without the class. I guess I did kind of like it.